Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. It has been a long time since I've made a video like this, but it's finally time. I am finally not doing a yap sesh. I know. There should be applause in the background. That means I actually edited the video. I know. But, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about a serious topic. And, yeah. So let's get right to it. Alright guys, so as you guys can see on the screen, this guy right here is a shooter at Fort Steward. Now, let's explain what's happening. I actually haven't even read up on the story. I think I've just heard it off like Twitter, or I actually don't even know where I heard it from. I've heard it from somewhere. That's all I did. I just heard it. I haven't read up on it or anything. And that's what today's for. But from what I know, this guy right here, he's in the United States Army, or was. I mean, still is, but I mean, not gonna be for much longer. And he shot up a base, a military base. Yeah, this is the guy. So we're gonna read a little bit on that. So yeah, let's get to it. Army sergeant in custody after 5 soldiers shot at Fort Steward. Okay, motive remains unknown. So, a U.S. Army sergeant opened fire at the Fort Steward military base in Georgia on August 6th, injuring 5 of his colleagues before he was subdued by fellow soldiers and taken into custody, military officials said. The shooting occurred shortly before 11 a.m. local time at the suspect's workplace, the 2nd Armored Brigade combat team, according to officials. The incident prompted the base to be briefly placed under lockdown. Officials did not provide further details on what led to the incident, but Army Brig General John Lubas said the suspect used a personal handgun, not a military firearm. Fellow soldiers responded swiftly, tackling him to the ground. Is crazy, right? So the guy that I just showed you guys, um, obviously motives remain unknown. So there's a lot to the story that we don't know yet, but the guy I showed you guys on the screen, since I'm editing the video, put his face right there. This guy right here, on the screen. Yeah, not gonna lie, I yap like crazy, so we're just gonna skip a little bit further ahead. So this is what he says. These soldiers without a doubt prevented further casualties, Lubas, the commander of the 3rd Infantry Division in Fort Steward, said at a news conference. Hold on. He said further casualties. Am I confused? When somebody says these soldiers without a doubt prevented further casualties, does that mean somebody died? Are we missing something? The suspect was identified as Sergeant, not even this is not a laughing matter, but Quornelius Radford. Yeah, we're not even gonna attempt to pronounce that. Radford. 28. An automated logistics non-commissioned officer. Soldiers in Ranford's field typically manage maintenance or warehouse operations by placing orders and tracking work in Army computer systems. All 5 people shot were in stable condition and expected to recover, according to Lubas, which is good, which means nobody died, obviously, because that's what he just said. 2 soldiers who have been shot were transported via ambulance to Memorial Health University Medical Center, a trauma center about an hour's away in Savannah. Helicopters were unavailable to assist due to local weather conditions. Hospital spokesperson Miss Gordon, or yeah, I'm just going to assume this is a woman. Miss Gordon said 3 others were treated in Wynn Army Community Hospital, located on the base. One of them required surgery, according to Lubas. Lubas said Radford opened fire shortly before 11 a.m. in an area of the South Georgia installation associated with the 3rd Infantry Forces Division, 2nd Armored Brigade Combat Team. a tank unit that returned from a deployment in Europe in the summer of 2024. The entirety of the fort was locked down shortly thereafter, and Radford was apprehended at 11:35, which means he went on a shooting spree for about 40 minutes, really, about 40 minutes. The base said in a social media post, Fort Steward lifted the lockdown for much of the border. Yo, the base shared in a media post. Fort Stewart lifted the lockdown for much of the base shortly after midday and declared the post all clear just before 2 p.m. And it's never been deployed to combat. So, as it says, I don't have a reason to believe that it had anything to do with the training event. Other than that, I can't state the motivations for the soldier. Blue Bus added how it's not immediately known how the suspect was able to slip his handgun past the base security. Amazing question. This is the question I wanted to know. So, if it wasn't a military issued gun, how did he get his own personal gun inside of the military base? Because I'm pretty positive. I don't think they're allowed to do that. I'm not sure. Somebody, if anybody from the military watches this video, let me know. Are you guys able to take your own weapons into a military base? I'm pretty sure not, but there could be exceptions that I don't know about. So yeah, let me know. All right, guys. So that's pretty much gonna be the video for today. I appreciate all of you guys for watching. If you guys want to see me get back into this type of content, like the video, and that's all you guys gotta do. Or I mean, comment. You know, you want to get back into the video. What the fudge? My hair's still wet. But yeah, it was a very sad and unfortunate story. Unfortunately, this happened, in the United States of America. But, on the bright side, everybody is a-okay, or in a stable condition at least. Nobody passed away, so that's always a good thing. Everybody is safe now. Hopefully these things don't happen again in the future, but only time will tell. Until the next video, brochachos and brochachas. Adios.